All right. Welcome to the Slow and Steady Sisterhood. That was terrible. We're going to
Try
start
that again.
over. All right. Am I saying welcome to?
And then we'll.
And then we'll all say it. Welcome to the Slow and Steady Sisterhood, where the race set before you is best run at a conversational pace. I'm Nikki.
Oh, sorry. I'm rushing over here.
She's rushing because we got information. We got information on the Google. The Google is.
Let's recap. Nikki, Shayla, Ashley.
Okay.
And we're running our race not at the pace of Ashley Paulson. At the Boston Marathon Expo, she ran 100 miles on a treadmill. I'm just going to read the article.
Is it a long article?
No.
For our ADD friends?
I'm going to go ahead and scan it. So Ashley Paulson, who is 44 years old, she started running at 3:46 a.m. and averaged a 7-minute and 40-second pace for almost 13 miles in front of spectators at the Boston Marathon Expo. And just recently, she set a record for the fastest 100 miles run, like
outside.
on land. Yeah, like outside.
On land.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
like
she ran
technically the
100
treadmill.
miles on the treadmill.
She did. She did both.
All
And
right.
so Ashley Paulson's the GOAT.
Okay, so wait a minute. Like, she didn't die of boredom.
That is a miracle in and of itself.
I can't hardly hang a 5K on a treadmill, let alone.
No. Catch me not ever running a full mile on a treadmill because I'm tired. Well, how does that work?
I do not know, but I had to run 12 miles on a treadmill once, and I thought I was going to die.
I think the most I've ever gotten is 6. Like, my brain, I
did 18 one time, and it was awful.
I was training for a half marathon. I was training for the Capital City Half Marathon last spring. I think I texted you guys.
Yeah.
And I stepped outside, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back inside, and then I have to do this run. And I got on the treadmill, and I watched 3 episodes of Outlander.
Oh, yeah, I do remember you talking about this. I do remember this.
Yeah. If I'm running on the treadmill, I have to put on like some sort of action-packed like war movie or something, and I have to be like, they can do that, I can do this. And I don't do very well.
Since then, I'm traumatized.
I bet.
I don't really have a very high quality treadmill either. I bought it for $149 on TikTok.
Oh, yes.
But it works really well.
Sorry. No, you're all right. I'm just scanning the article. So 7-minute and 40-second miles for about 13 hours. She took 5 quick bathroom breaks, and she averaged she took in about 300 calories and 80 to 90 carbohydrates per hour.
Wow.
That is impressive.
How?
I think I would be ill.
How does her body digest all of that? I mean, she's moving pretty fast, though.
Yeah.
She's
probably
pretty
trained
fast.
Eating.
The nutrition piece I struggle with.
Yeah.
It's just impressive. All right, that was it. That's today's Buffalo.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, we did buffaloes last time.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I can't. That's insane. The amount of discipline you have to do something like that, or to want to do something like that, is beyond what my mind can comprehend.
I mean, where do you go after that?
I don't know.
Like what's
Was she gonna run 100 miles on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
In like a little space.
Have you seen the new clips? Like, I don't even know what it is. It's people doing 5Ks in the most random places.
Yeah, like in a bathtub and stuff.
In a bathtub,
How do you do a 5K in a bathtub?
They also with Strava.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Shut up.
Yeah. There's one that did it on a Navy cruise ship cot, or not cruise ship, but a Navy ship cot. Ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's all very silly.
I don't know that it's accurate or true.
The fact that people in our society pay attention to that kind of stuff is a little troubling to me.
Mm-hmm. Anything for
when
views,
there are
right?
people starving.
Well, yes, and you're running a 5K in a toilet.
And you're running a 5K in a bathtub.
Right.
I don't think you could run it in a toilet.
If you had really tiny feet.
All right.
Give her a shot.
We'll report back on this.
Largest toilet. All right. As you see, we're once again off track. Par for the course.
Yes.
What's today's topic?
What is today's topic? I think we should talk about things that we wish we knew before we began running.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I like it.
I can start. One thing that I feel I wish I had known when I started running before I went through this process is how important a run group and a running community can be. When I started, I was so afraid to let anyone else know what my pace was, and that I would be slowing people up, or that I would, make people irritated because I wasn't fast and they'd have to wait for me, or, stuff like that. And so I did, about 7 different times in my life, I was like, I think I'm going to become a runner. And I just go out and try to do things, but I never wanted to be around other people when I did it. And now I still have those days where I want to go by myself. Just want to go by myself because my brain needs that. My soul needs it. I need to spend time with my Savior on the trail and work a lot of things out. There's a lot of confession that happens when I'm on a trail by myself. A lot of that kind of stuff. But there are other times where just having other people around, and you do the meetup and you go out and you do whatever, and you can run your own pace, but just having the people there to cheer you on and encourage you and support you has been a game changer for me this time, where the last 7 times I tried to become a runner, I quit.
Right.
And now I see this being something I'm going to do until I can't.
There's a level of accountability there.
Yeah.
Like, we start a group run at a certain time, like at a certain meeting point, so that you have, like, someone's expecting to see you there. So I think that helps a lot too.
Unless it's us and they expect to see us 5 minutes late.
That's true. We get there by the end of introductions.
Yes.
Do burpees.
Oh my gosh, no. Ours is very forgiving, thankfully.
Yes. Yes. The 2 run groups that I participate in, I do the No Regrets running sometimes, and the Black Girls Run. And just being able to, another cool thing about being part of a run group and a part of a run community is when you sign up for a race, inevitably you run into somebody else there from that community, and you're able to have that support system, and it's just fun to see people and to cheer them on and have that connection.
Yeah. And like there's no such thing as a stranger at a race. Like, you're standing in the restroom line and somebody's going to be chatting you up and like super excited. Just like in the middle of the run yesterday, there was a girl that as everybody she ran by, good morning, positive, just super awesome, chatted with us a couple of times, and just like that energy is there. We got done with the race and there was a guy and a gal taking pictures for one another. We thought they were friends. They had just met. Like, there's no such thing as a stranger. It's a cool community.
Yeah.
That's one thing I wish I had known years and years ago, is how inclusive the run community is. Just anything and everything that any question you'd ever have, anything that you'd ever want to do or accomplish, somebody's going to cheer you on, and they don't care how fast or slow you do it.
Yeah. Yesterday there was a blind athlete that we saw running, and then an amputee. He had one leg and one prosthetic, so that was super cool to see. That gave me some perspective really early on in the run. I was like, don't complain, because that would be messed up. Like,
and his shirt even said no foot, no excuse.
Yeah, it was super cool.
That's really funny,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's appropriate that I think that that's so funny, but he put it on a shirt, right?
Oh, yeah. It was like an organization. Like, several people have that shirt somewhere in the world. So
when I was at the New York Marathon, we stayed in a Marriott in Times Square. I can't remember which one, but we were at the same hotel as a bunch of athletes from Team Achilles. And they were amputees and wheelchair athletes and people who were on blades and who had the crutches. And it was just really cool, and it put it in perspective. I'm going out here and terrified to run it with all of my limbs that I was born with. And these athletes are training and doing all the things that I'm doing, and even better, because many of them finished way ahead of me. And it was just a cool community. So every morning, we come down for breakfast, and they'd be down there and to sit and listen to some of their stories. It was pretty cool.
That's super neat. Something that I wish I had known before I started running was to invest in running socks. A little more lighthearted than yours, but that's kind of a big deal. I guess I've used features.
Facts.
Yes. I had no idea. I was not prepared for how big of a difference they would make, but invest.
And the little bit of compression that they put on your feet. Yeah. I love Jogology.
Okay, I'll have to try those out.
Yeah.
We run in features.
I do have some features that I like, but Jogology has been, and I got into Jogology because they are a partner with or sponsor Black Girls Run.
Okay.
And so I have a couple logoed Black Girls Run socks that they made from them, and I'm like, oh, these are amazing. They are left, right foot specific, and sometimes I get them on the wrong feet because I'm not paying attention. I have to.
Well, yeah, those features are the same, and it's. I like that it has it because even like a pair that she's worn more recently or like more frequently, if I put it on, I'm like, this isn't my sock. This doesn't feel right. And it's just like they form to your feet better, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You get socks as like a swag gift for CR Marathon weekend. I wonder what they're going to be like.
What is it? You get socks, a shirt. Was it a hat?
Is it a hat? Yep.
Hat.
Is that just for the marathon?
Yeah.
The full?
Yeah.
I'm running the relay. Not the.
Boo.
What do you mean, boo?
You won't get the same swag.
Oh,
That's all.
booing my choice of distance. We were about to start fighting on the podcast.
Topic switch.
Which brings me to my what I wish I knew is that just finishing the race is enough. I used to be super focused on like I have to run each mile by this pace, I have to do it this way, I have to catch that person, I have to be in this % of the finishers, like, and I learned that it doesn't have to be that way. I don't have to get a PR every time. I don't have to feel like I did better than last time. I'm starting to just enjoy it, just to enjoy it. And that's been kind of a big difference for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish that somebody would have told me when I started all my running journey that walking is okay. Because it is.
You hear that, Nike?
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. It's so funny because I'm the one in this group that does the most walk intervals, and I saw that and I died laughing.
It's just very tone deaf.
It is.
Like what?
Yeah, it is.
And I'm mad
Especially,
because-
I think that it's a little bit more. I think the timing with Jeff Galloway just passing away as well.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Triggered a lot of people
Yes.
in the run walk run community.
Yes, they took it very personally.
They were like say that to Jeff's an Olympian and he just all these things. So I think that was
grief.
I think it was timing, but it's the Boston Marathon. It has
like you have to run.
People walk in it.
People do walk, but it also has the fastest time limits.
Yes.
So I mean, you can't do too much walking and you can't walk too slow or you're going to get swept.
Yes.
I can qualify for Boston when I'm 70 if I don't slow down at all from this pace ever. I will never qualify for Boston.
Yeah, I'll have to fundraise for Boston.
Yeah. So something that I wish I knew, and this is, I mean, I guess maybe not super specific to running, but I wish I knew that people in your life that are not runners will make your running about them in some way. And like make it about how they can't. And like their insecurities will speak for them. And so like maybe being able to prepare for that and not taking it as like a personal affront.
I don't have a lot of that at this phase of my life. I think a lot of people that maybe I would if I spent time with some of the people that I used to.
Right.
But I've really spent maybe the last 10 years of my life pruning. Yeah. And not that I don't like or love those people, those types of people that would do that. But if they're disrupting my peace, I'm not going to give them my time.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like the generality, is that a word? Of
if
the
you
comments.
use it, actually, it's a word.
It's a word. All right, cool. But like even I'll like say at work, I went for a run this morning and people will be like, on purpose?
Yeah.
Or I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, why do we have to instantly be like judgmental against somebody's choices?
There is some of that.
Or the immediate like, I could never do that. Okay.
You could though.
You could.
You just don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did. like nice job is a really appropriate or cool, you know, like that. I could never do that. That just immediately takes it to a negative place, you know.
Because everyone can. There is. Bottom line, everybody can be a runner if they want to.
Even if they
Not everybody has to be.
Right. Right. And one thing about that I want people to know before they become runners or when they decide their fitness journey is it doesn't matter what your body shape is or, you know, what your body type is, what your ethnicity is, what your background is. If you want to get moving, then get moving. And there will be people there to cheer you on.
Yeah.
100%.
And the people who are not cheering you on, distance yourself.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how you move, just move. Makes your body happy.
I also wish that I knew before I started running that the Lululemon High Impact sports bra is anti-chafe.
Oh.
It is the only sports bra I've ever worn, and I don't chafe in any spots.
All right.
I wore it for my last marathon. I've worn it for half marathon. I've worn it for 5K. I wear it to work out at the gym, and I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
And chafing is normal. That's another thing I wish I would have known.
Right?
Also good to know. So invest in Body Glide or whatever it is. I think, was it you that used Chafe Escape from Pure Romance?
Yep.
That is also, yes, take care of your chafing spots.
Yes.
Practice where you're going to rub together and put the stuff on it. Gold Bond makes a really good stick and it's really cheap.
Oh, I didn't know
Friction
that.
defense.
Okay.
Gold Bond friction defense, and it's just a stick and you I will say my claim to fame is I finished the New York Marathon in 7 hours and 44 minutes without chafing.
That's awesome.
That's an accomplishment.
Yes.
I've not
that was
any marathon.
That was pre Lululemon High Impact Sports Bra.
Nice. The worst thing is not knowing that you chafed and getting in the shower.
Until you get in the shower?
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yes.
I was like, oh, there it is.
Rough, right. And it's always like in like the really soft skin under your armpit.
Yeah.
Or like
Or your
down
mid-
your
It's
my
always,
mid-back.
it would always be on my back where I used to wear my Mizone.
Yep.
Yeah. So something that I guess maybe I still wish someone would just tell me what to do about running is fueling.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guess maybe beforehand is not so much of a struggle. Like I feel like we've really figured out what we can eat in the days leading up to and the night before a race and feel okay. We eat the same thing every night before a race.
Not changing.
But like during the race, I feel like we've really had to experiment and fail to figure out what works for fueling during the race. And I would even say, like, for me, hydration, I wasn't accustomed to using any kind of like water until I started training for the IMT, my first marathon. Like I didn't have a water pack until then. And so as a result, I still struggle to take in any water. Like while I'm running, it gives me side stitches so bad.
Well, even I think that first IMT, you ditched it. Like
I did at mile
3/4 of the
20.
way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of fueling and nutrition, I just wish, you know, the training during the training cycle, I don't really change my nutrition a lot. And training for a marathon or a half marathon, whatever it is, you know, people will. Somebody made a comment. Well, you've got your nutrition on lock, and I'm like, I'm not really sure. Can someone help me? Like, what should you be eating when you're training for races?
Yeah.
Not just before the race. Like, what should you be eating? And so, if anybody out there has suggestions or meal plan, you know, I try to eat enough protein because we got to recover. And but I really struggle, and what my struggle is carbs and not eating too many carbs. Let me back that up. I struggle if I eat too many carbs.
Sure. What do you feel like happens?
I get really nauseous. Sugary, like I can't do sugary stuff. I can do a little bit of sugary stuff during races, but I have a really hard time taking in carbs. I mean, I got sick at the Every Women's Marathon,
Right.
And I'm 100% certain it was nutrition based.
We were just talking about that too, because Ashley was thinking kind of the same thing with both IMTs and Every Women's Marathon.
Yeah, there was a point where I got nauseous during each of them. And even, I think it was Drake half marathon last year, I had to walk a little bit because I was feeling nauseous fairly early on, and I think I started overfueling and taking too much in too often because I was trying to do something small every other mile, and I usually use Stinger gels, and I was using
honey stingers,
honey and peanut butter mix,
and banana.
And I think I was just taking in too much too frequently. Whereas this last half, it was cooler, which really helped. Heat destroys me. I get really sick really easily with heat illnesses. But this one was cooler, and I only had 2 gummies the entire time of the gels, and so and I felt really good, and I didn't feel overly hungry. So finding that balance of during the race, what do I need to be taking in?
There is a really delicate balance there because you can ingest that, especially sugary stuff, and if your body is really working hard, most of your blood is not in your digestive system; it is out in your limbs and your big muscles, getting you going. So, people will say you need to take this every 45 minutes, but my stomach can't handle that because it's not digesting. So I'm not even getting the benefit of the one I took 45 minutes ago, and I'm supposed to take another. And so I had tried that. I remember training for New York City, trying every 45 minutes, but I'm also out there forever.
Right.
And it was way too much. And I felt so much better in New York, even though I was in worse shape, because I did 1 gel pack, like 1 goo, and then 2, like a half a pack of Cliff Blocks. And then I had a pickle at mile 20 because my mom gave me a giant pickle.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was. But then, and that was all I had. I had the 1 gel, which was like, what are they, like 100 calories? And then the Cliff Blocks, which was like 50 calories, and I had a pickle. And that's all I had in 7 hours and 44 minutes and 7 million steps. 26 point. Actually, the front door just opened. The wind is blowing, and it probably didn't get latched.
Scared the bejeebus out of me.
Yes, it does.
All right. Well.
But for me, I don't feel like I need to consume that much, but I also keep my heart rate super low.
Right.
While I'm running, and so I'm able to metabolize fat. So I'm wondering if more high fat fueling would be better for me than the high carb fueling, because I keep my heart rate in zones 2 and 3 the entire race.
I found that apple slices work well for me. Applesauce pouches aren't bad, but I had been doing
real food for me is better.
Like I'd been doing the honey stinger gummies with a little bit of caffeine in them, and I still will sometimes, and I'll do like Nerds clusters just for something, but
because they're delicious.
I don't. Right, I'll eat those anyway.
Have you had the juicy ones?
Yeah, I don't like them as much. I love
like Gushers. Oh,
They're not. They're not as. I feel like they don't have the texture of the outside of a Gusher, and that's what throws me off.
Because they're covered in nerds.
I know, but okay. Also, really big side note: have you ever had a warm, like fresh off the press Gushers?
Yes.
Like when they're packaged at General Mills, they're so good.
No, I don't.
When they're like fresh,
very fresh fruit.
I don't really mess with Gushers like that though.
They're so good. Anyway, where were we at?
Nutrition and carbs versus natural food. My hang up is how do I can't wrap my head around how to carry the real food.
Right.
For a race. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I do like the Huma ones, Huma. I don't know if that's how you say it.
That is exactly what got her into trouble.
Yes, I got so sick.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But because those are more natural and they're not loaded with other things. But
I also think it's because I was doing too much.
But I can't do a lot. So in a half marathon, I will do 1 at 6 miles.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, and when I was training for Every Woman's, I would set up my car as an aid station and run laps around the lake. And so every 3 miles or something, I'd have blueberries or blackberries or raspberries or something like that, or an applesauce. And I'm like, I can't carry that when I'm running a race.
Right.
And I feel like with my water pack, the Camelback, like there's some space in it where I would be able to. I just worry that I would smash the natural fruit.
Yeah.
So
having a good pit crew is important.
Oh, it's so important.
We had Casey and Angela, our friends, helped us in, during the IMT.
Yeah, my mom has been at both my marathons. Although I mentioned that I hope I get into London next year, and she goes,
Right. Like such a hardship
I,
to have to go to London.
Right. So sorry, Mom.
when you aren't feeling well in a race, having that pit crew there makes all the difference. Like my first IMT, I had a heat injury, illness around mile 18, and having Casey and Angela there, like knowing that I had someone there to keep me safe and like take care of me and get me whatever I needed made all the difference. And it made it easier. Like I specifically texted them the next year, like, hey, like I really need you guys to be there with me again. And so shout out to those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Fantastic
can bring them
people.
on an episode.
They came to New York City.
Yeah. Right. So let's promote them as like an actual pit crew for hire.
We will rent them out.
After we get their consent.
Oh my gosh, they'll consent.
Oh yeah. Angela for Casey.
Yeah. Yes.
What is something else that I wish I knew about running? Oh, I was gonna say race day adrenaline is so real.
Yeah.
And you have to factor it in and really, like the bottleneck yesterday was a pain in the
That's what I
butt.
was
We
gonna
were
talk
ready
about.
to go, but it paced us and then we were comfortable the whole race. We didn't get out of the gate too fast, but
Yeah. I was going to go the opposite way with it, is that the first mile, I've said before in the first podcast that the first mile doesn't count. And in a race, it truly doesn't count because you are running at whatever pace the herd is running at. It
that
is
is
what it
very
is.
true.
Yeah. But even, you think about race days, even the 5K, you go out to do a 5K and finish that finish line is incredible. No matter what it is. Even if you're doing a 1 mile beer run, you get to the finish line and people are cheering and they're excited and they put that medal around your neck. If you're in a race that does a medal. But it's just finishing, just the completion. And that's not just a race, but the completion of a run. If I had known 25 years ago what it would feel like to complete a double-digit run, I would have started running longer way sooner. Because, and some of them, I remember not feeling great for a race or for a training run when I was training for New York. It's 14 miles. And I didn't feel well, and so I walked because it doesn't. If it's a long run, it doesn't matter how slow you go, and walking your miles gives you the same benefit as running them. And so I walked for probably 7 miles, and I just didn't feel great, and I walked. But finishing that training run and having my watch say 14 miles, and being able to be like, I have 14 miles today,
Right.
even though there were parts where I was uncomfortable and. Just the completion of or mornings I'll get up and I'm like, I really don't want to run today. And I'll do 2 miles.
That's
like
something.
Just finishing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just feel so good finishing that.
Yeah, it's a sense of accomplishment, and it is on purpose, But
I always like at work feel way more on and click better and just more focused when I do something, some kind of movement, even if it's just my body hurts, but I'm going to get up and do yoga of some kind or stretching today just to get that flow going. It really changes the way my day goes.
And one other thing that I wish I would have known, I knew, I just didn't do this, how important it is to do core weight training, strength training.
Yeah.
How much of a difference that makes to your running when you strengthen your core and do, I mean, not just core, lifting in general, but especially that core training. And I always knew it. I mean, I majored in exercise physiology. I know, but then I was like, when I finally started doing it, how much easier my runs were.
Yeah. I was in PT for a while because I was having really lower back pain and it was impacting my runs too. And the PT said, one thing I need you to do before every race is engage your core, even if it's just for like 30 seconds. But he's like, you need to do a couple of ab exercises to get that going to help your back. And it helped a lot. Recently, I haven't been doing the core exercises, but I do more intentional warming up my body. I don't just show up to the race and start. I move my body a little bit, get a walk in, get a short run.
The importance of the warm up for
Stretch.
sure.
Yeah.
And the stretch really like that has been I feel like instrumental in me preventing some injuries. So
Yeah. What are 3 products? We'll start with Ashley. She's really good at being put on the spot. 3 products that you couldn't be a runner without, or types of gear.
My shoes, Flux shoes. Without those, I don't know what shoe I would wear. I don't know that I would run without my Stinger gummies and my headphones. What are they? Aftershocks?
shocks, yeah.
I love those things. They're so comfortable.
Mm-hmm. What would you?
What would me? Well, I have to have a really nice fanny pack. And I wear exclusively Asics Super Blast to train in. Recently, the last 2 races I've done, I raced in a super shoe. And people, the jury, it's really split. The opinions on whether or not a super shoe, slow people should wear it, or if you're doing run walk intervals, or whether you should wear it. But the 2 races that I ran in them, I just felt like it was so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
It just made my running more efficient. So I used the Metaspeed Edge from Asics. They also feel like feathers. When they came in the mail, I thought there was no shoes in the box. They were so light.
Oh yes, those are the ones I remember. Yeah. Yes, I saw those.
Because I considered wearing them for the marathon. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Nothing new on race day.
But I wore them for the 15K in Tampa and ran my fastest pace in a really long time. Undertrained, very undertrained for that. So what did I say? Asics Super Blast.
Fanny pack.
My fanny pack. And I have to have some type of a headband or hat, because I sweat so badly it gets in my eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to do a 4th one too, my Gooder sunglasses.
I was going to say
Gooders
sunglasses.
are so good.
Yeah.
Some sort of sunglasses. I have a pair from Aldi's that has been the best pair of sunglasses I've ever had, and I run in them often. And like the film is not peeling off of the lenses, and I can't do anything without sunglasses at this point. Like my eyes just start watering and
Or
these
contacts
burn so bad.
that you're not blind.
Oh my gosh, I had a spare pair for this weekend. My headphones would be one, which my headphones started dying at like mile 3 yesterday, and they said charge me the whole rest of the race, but they lasted all the way through the end of it. So plug for Shocks, they give you plenty of notice to charge it, at least 2 hours worth of notice. So what else? Probably features, or my high impact sports bra that I wear.
Yeah. I would say the most important thing about starting to, if you're not a runner and you want to start, the most important thing is just getting started, and the second most important thing is what you put on your feet.
Yes.
You cannot just run in anything, and everybody's feet are different, so make sure your footwear is what works for your feet. Like we all wear completely different things.
Yeah, I've run in fluxes, and the toe box is too wide for me, and so my feet rub and I get blisters.
Yeah. And then knowing like post race, having those comfortable things to change into, and like taking care of your feet afterwards is really important.
I would not be able to survive training without UFOs that I put on my feet after.
Do you wear training or like recovery socks at all? No. I have been considering like recovery toe socks to wear with my UFOs.
I don't know.
Just
I don't know why
layers.
that made me think
layers of recovery.
Totally unrelated. I was scrolling on TikTok, and this comedian, he's so funny, was talking about his bag got pulled at security at TSA, and the TSA agent's like, do you have brass knuckles in here? And he's like, no. So they're going through his bag, and they were toe spreaders.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. I mean, that was way off topic, but that's how my brain works.
I think we realized that from the start of the episode.
And on that note,
What's the topic for next time?
Oh man, who knows?
Who knows? I think we've talked about goal setting as a potential,
Yeah.
and then a little bit more into the race day wardrobe, or couple potential topics. So tune in next time to see.
That's right.
yeah.
If you would like to reach out to us, we are at the Slow and Steady Sisterhood at gmail.com. The Slow and Steady Sisterhood at gmail.com.
Bye, y'all.
Talk to you guys later.